All right, Teddy, have a good show, brother.
What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? I got a TKO on wherever the pool is at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got two Tulies of my own, I don't need the cat. Hold up, no sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that you gonna have to go through both. That swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got 7 sins in one palm of my hand. Balls are right rigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.
Yes, sir. What's happening? What's going on? It's your boy, TKO, the notorious one, the biggest one. Your mama love him and all that. However, thank you guys again for joining us. We are over 200,000 strong, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. And I'm so glad y'all back. Got some exciting things going on today in the knockout hour. And also, I got a good friend of mine is going to join the show. Going to see how this thing works out because as the show has been going on at this point, it's been let's see, a year and a half. If you've been following us, we had several co-hosts of this show, and life happens, right? However, we are looking into this one. I guess you will say is this audition. There we go, audition. Let's see what happens. But we'll introduce them in a little bit. But the one thing about this is, man, it's a beautiful, beautiful Monday morning, afternoon, excuse me, here in Burlington. I'm just so excited, man. I got a chance to defend my title yesterday out here at Rubens Works in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was an exciting crowd, a lot of rain, yet people still showed up. They sat out there and enjoyed a good afternoon of wrestling. And so we're doing that. Uh, Man, it was exciting to get out there in front of that crowd, really put on a great match. If you want to check it out, it's me versus the Lightning Kid. I put my gals junior heavyweight championship on the line, and I came out victorious. But if you want to check that match out, it's already uploaded on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel at TKO336 after the show. Like and subscribe. That's right, baby. That's what they call me, Mr. Money now. That's right, brother. But man, I had a good time, and it was so many new people there too. Cause this nice little spot they have. We normally would have a bigger crowd, but because of the change in dates and the weather, still was good turnout. But it was so many new people I got to meet this time that it was the first time they ever seen wrestling. And it was exciting. You can hear in the video if you go watch it, the crowd noise was kind of funny to me because there was a pack of young women right here that never seen it. Oh my God, it was funny. Every punch I gave the guy, every big move. Oh my God, you gotta go watch it. It's funny. And also I worked on being a little salesman sometimes. Think that a lot of times I go out and wrestle, that I'm always full throttle. I'm ready just to punch through everybody. But yet I had to realize, hey, let me entertain a little bit. So I did a little fun, a little moment in there against my opponent. But yeah, again, gotta go see the match, see what I'm talking about. But now anyway, if you ever knock it out the first time, it's right here we talk about combat sports. We give y'all some of our opinions on this show, as well as some news and results and fights to look forward to. But one thing is that I am a professional wrestler. Go by TKO when I perform. I also own this nice little company here called Icon Pro Wrestling in North Carolina. We also are looking at expanding and working on things in good old state of Georgia in Atlanta. And man, keep your eyes open for that. We're in the works for a lot of things going on. But definitely gonna pick it up on my end up here this way. But I would like to say for the ones that always join us multiple weeks at this point, our servicemen and women that are again to putting their lives on the line every single day to defend our rights and our freedoms here in America. We want to thank you so much and appreciate you guys. Yeah, see, that's right on time. See, that's why I love you, Brian. 38 strong tonight. Oh man, appreciate you watching thank you, man. Much love, cause hey, it was funny. I put that out because now I got fiber internet and it's so fast. because when I had Spectrum, it'll take me like 45 minutes to put that same match up. But now it only took me like 3 to 5 minutes. That was great. But thank you for watching it, man. And I appreciate you. I really do. I had fun yesterday, and I'm glad somebody's watching. Thank you. That's dope. And hey, to the rest of you guys and ladies out there, thank you guys for your service. We appreciate y'all so much, especially here at the Knockout Hour. We're gonna salute you guys every single week. We love y'all. Please be safe, and thank you again for joining us. But other than that, when it comes down to my regular life, it's not always, I'm in ring action. I am a father. I'm also a husband, and had a good time with my family this week. Started another job recently, shoot job, and things are good. I love it. It's going back to a place I was already at before. It feels good to be around people that makes you feel welcome, and just happy to see your presence and see you doing good. As for a lot of other people in my life, but it's good to see those ladies and gentlemen where I work at. At the same time, I still sell fiber internet as well. So it's been one of those things where I have not worked two jobs in a long time. It's not about money, but it's about pushing myself um, in so many multiple ways. Because as the older we get, it seems to feel like life slows down, and I be feeling like I have a lot of downtime. So in having these two things that kind of challenge me ever so often, going forward, it's gonna be fun just to test my metal, see what I'm really worth, and yeah, well, I'll give you some updates on that. Not sleepy today at this point. I'm kind of turned up. Every time I get to the knockout hour, every time I get around like 6 o'clock on Monday, I kind of pep up because I know it's great to be around you guys and ladies this week. Now, normally I'll take more time shooting my mouth off to start the show, but I see that we're gonna go ahead and get into some good old hip hop spotlight moment because I'm feeling we're gonna have a fun show. Got somebody I got to introduce, so we're gonna go ahead right now and do the OC from NC, Black Metallica. I love that track. We're gonna bring it back, and right here when we come back,
See how quiet it got?
They told me Black Phillip wouldn't work. Then he pulled me out the dirt, like what's the word? I'm the nigga with the work. Wait, you probably heard about him. Call low to get merch, or get herb about him. Call Black Phillip when you want a CERN ballot. I make an earn out it. They still tracking my return data. They already know when the GOAT coming. Dope boys, dope running, trying to go fund it. Wait, just keep punching till they don't run it. The flow hunted, the ghost got doom in it. Move in it like we in the house, but a room in it. Loom in it, the shine from the moon hit it. Zoom in it, peek the design. You see the grooves in it. You see why I pissed Neil off for 2 minutes? Wait. Wait, I'm God getting his wheel off for 2 minutes. Wait, we mastered the P's, we gave it new limits. Wait, losing my brother was a shocker though. Turn to the Zulu, let's see what Shaka know. Mama been telling me my chakra low, but shit selling, so I got to go. Got the glow, let them know for a couple of bands, niggas will rock and roll. Hey. My nigga, you're not the GOAT, official. Nigga, we ain't even a band. As soon as we land, start looking for Metallica. Hey, if you see me leaving the land, it's me and the band. I'm looking for Metallica, my nigga, look. We already got a drummer, he know everybody number. We just looking for Metallica. Hey, we probably get it for the steal. Tell them put us on a bill with Metallica. Wait, you know my cousin hate flying. He more accustomed to the iron or walk through customers in a line. Get them accustomed to a time, that's a walk through a custom of the times. Wait, they just finna bust another rhyme, I can flip modes. I'm Tim Duncan on the big goals. Wait, my pen jumping if you didn't know. You say a bunch of niggas spitting though, we ain't tryna hear it, cuh. A spirit bomb, clear your spirit up. And leave a nigga hearing us like he here with us. Hear the buck from the first person, first placing, first take 'em. The old basement, the old basic. He'll let everybody go, then flow in a full house, but it's Oasis. It's cause your phone wouldn't pair in the Matrix. It's record players on the spaceships. Wait, look, nigga, we ain't even a band. As soon as we land, should be looking for Metallica. Wait, if you see we leaving the land, it's me and the band. Should we looking for Metallica, my nigga? Wait, we already got a drummer, he know everybody number. We just looking for Metallica. Wait, we probably get it for the steel.
nigga tried to rob me in New York about a month ago. Now, wasn't that dumb? A nigga gonna stick up a black man. It is a difference.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's OC from NC with Black Metallica. If you want to get your track spun here on this show right here, the Knockout Hour, this year's show, holla at your boy. You can hit me up at iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. Again, that's iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. All right. So, as I stated before, we had that great selection of a song right there. We're gonna bring on. No, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. See, I think with the Knockout Hour, we got to learn to incorporate every type of when it comes to combat sports, right? You got the people that's in the ring, you got the people that's again producing the shows, but what's more important is the people that pays the money and cares the most, and that's the fans. And so we got someone that reached out was like, hey, I think this would be a good little matchup. DC again, and I'm like, hey, let's try it out because I like this demographic. He's a young man. I'm an old bull in this game. However, let's see if he can cut it in the Knockout Hour. So I want you guys to go ahead and introduce a good young gentleman named Kev. Let's bring him onto the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, y'all.
What's up? What's up, Kev? So everybody out there in the Knockout Hour, this here is Kev. All right. And he's joining us first time here on the Knockout Hour. All right. So first and foremost, I want you to introduce yourself, tell a little bit about yourself when it comes down to combat sports. All right. Your time to shine, baby.
My name's Kev. I'm a wrestling fan. Been a wrestling fan for a hot minute. When it comes to WWE, AEW, any wrestling, it could be with the toys, it could be independents. I watched it all. I had wrestlers since I was a kid. Still got some now. I don't play with them. More of a just sit there and look pretty now. I always wanted to be a wrestler. I'm sort of working towards that. But wrestling fan to the day I die. No matter how old I am, I'm gonna love it no matter what.
Awesome. So I like the one thing, like when I went into training, the first question they asked me is, what drew me to wrestling? Like, what's your first memory of wrestling?
My first memory of wrestling.
Ain't gotta be exact, just kind of approximate your mind. What you just like the fondest moment where you was like your youngest? Like for me, right? I know I've seen wrestling before this moment, but the one thing that really sticks out the most is like this Jeff Jarrett commercial that always used to play on WWE, right? Double J, JEFF, And because my uncle used to watch it all the time in the room, and when I go to my cousin's house.
Yeah.
So that always triggered. But the first match I remember is Undertaker versus Undertaker.
That was
Yeah.
My first match that I remember that really got me into it, I would say it was. It's hard. I would say it's Stone Cold and The Rock at WrestleMania. Them two really got me into it.
And that makes sense because like at that time, man, they was new emerging stars. They was underneath guys, so to speak.
Yeah.
And how the transition of that time where wrestling became from, and one company was cookie cutter to the other one tried to press the limit.
Yeah.
And so knowing that these guys had to change their style and go balls to the wall, I thought was pretty dope. So you absolutely, because I grew up in the attitude era. So needless to say, like I would say, however, I understand that the business seems to be like any other sport. They want the tempo to pick up. They want it to be faster. Yeah. However, I'm gonna be honest, that's not for me, baby. Oh no, that's not for me, baby. So
you like the slow instead.
Yeah, man, because like people don't recognize just because something is faster, it leads you to not be able to appreciate it as much. Because the human eye can only really fathom what they're really seeing right now in the moment. Because let's be realistic, you are a wrestling fan, like you understand the ins and outs of what we do.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you get a casual person and they come to a wrestling fan, that's right, baby. That's my wife.
Yep. Straight love.
But if you get the casual fan, let's say they come to my show and I
Mhm.
wrestle a 10-minute match, they don't know what I just did. They just
No.
remember, hey man, you slammed the dude, you kicked him and punched him and all that stuff. That's all they can recall. They don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
I have a story about
So,
that too. So a
hey,
fan like that.
go ahead. Hey, we got time. Go ahead. You can tell
It was yesterday. I went to Evolution, as you see,
Mhm.
and it was these two fans that came in late. By the way, it was like 3 matches in already, and all you hear is, "Oh, she got some nice shoes. Oh, she pretty. Oh, she this that." No even worrying about the wrestling. She just looking at him, and then it was
Right.
the high pitch of her voice that was a little. Oh my god! Please stop.
And see, like, see, that's the appeal we need, right?
Yeah,
We do need those fans because in today's modern ideal again with social media,
yeah,
it's hard in our business to get butts and seats, right?
true.
However, I get what you mean. Like the diehards, I
Yeah,
would when it comes to WWE, they need to stop. Well, it's not even a stop; it's a business. When you look at it, they're making the most they can possibly make because it's the highest promotion in the land ever.
yeah, for sure.
So a lot of the wrestlers being compromised because of the money, and I don't like that. So to a certain extent,
Yeah,
but hey, again, I'm saying one thing as a fan. I'm not saying as an owner because me,
yeah. The
all
owner.
it is 5 letters, one word, money. That's what it's all. Absolutely about it. Money, money. You gotta get used to this on the show, okay? We're gonna have it all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
It ain't money. But that's what this game is about. It's about the fight game. But the fight game draws what? The ducats, the cheddar, the
Yeah.
bread, all of that. So that's why, like, it's like one of those things too. I would say, as a fan as well, I'm gonna be honest. I At times I wish I could go back to being a fan. Like being all honest, performing it's so many emotions you build yourself up to do that. It's so many emotions throughout the day. Like yesterday I had to wrestle early. So could I eat before the show? For me, yeah, I don't really care. I'm gonna eat. But, I mean, but your nerves is kind of a little bit off, especially in the rain. We had bad conditions. I mean, the rain had
Mhm.
puddles, and everybody's like, "Don't do this or don't do that." I'm like, "Well, I wasn't planning to do that anyway, so don't bother me." You know what I'm saying?
Making my job easier.
Like, hey, stop thinking the match I'm about to do. You worry about the match you're gonna do. You know what I mean? I ain't telling you what to do. You go do what you want. But but no, it's just like the expectation of what we do is different than what you always going to perceive it to be. Like
Yeah.
no matter how good a match is, like, well, they could have done this a little bit better. And that's the thing that's irritating us. It's like, well, you go tell all these movies that's bombing at the box office, tell them to go make a better movie. Tell
Right.
Black Adam to go make a better movie. You know what I mean? You edited
Yeah.
that. You edited me jumping off the top rope, silly.
Right.
But that's like yesterday, right? I jumped off the second rope. It's
Mhm.
wet, the ropes is loose. If I would have slipped, now would I look like a fool? Not necessarily. I'm doing something that the average person cannot do
True.
at a high level, live, right there in front of your face. So there's nothing I could do to replace that moment at all. Like it don't matter if I edit it out. It's not changing what that person's seeing, right?
Right.
So if you think about that, think about the pressure now you will be under if you mess up, which we do it all the time.
Yeah.
The real thought is, who am I messing up to? You don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do next.
Maybe it was a part of the plan.
He's like, Brian, right? I tried to do a second row frog splash in a wet ring, and he moved. I mean, it didn't like a slip, but thank you, Brian. He know what I'm talking about. That's why he watched my match.
Yeah.
But
You know what happened exactly. He knew exactly what you was talking about.
exactly, you know, beat by beat, and that's what a good wrestling fan is. That's why I
Yeah.
appreciate it, Brian. Thank you, sir. And that's what I be saying to people. Like people will ask me, it's not like I'm telling the biz, but people will ask you little things like that after the show.
Mhm.
Hey, y'all mean to go out there and do that? And some things, yeah, but it ain't like I tell them all the time.
Yeah,
Even in the best dancing situation, you still not gonna be perfect. Because if
true.
you ever go out there, and I heard it in training, if you go out there and have a perfect match, just retire that night. Cause it will never happen again. It's impossible.
That part. Something's gonna happen regardless.
Yes, because again, the eye and the mind is two different, like the responses are two different things. What you see and what resonates is not the same.
Yeah.
So you would see a match live and be like, "Oh, I seen all this; it was glorious." And then you go back and watch it, and you be like, "Oh my god,
It's a whole nother thing. Completely
correct."
different.
I'm saying right because you're captivated by the moment. That's
Yeah.
like, yes, we'll move on. Like last night, your experience and Walter, like we stopped for Walter for a second. Said, "Don't forget me. I didn't see the match yet, but I've been there since day one." Oh, you definitely right, man. I love you, Walter. Thank you. I always used to love, baby. I'm glad you showed up. What's happening? Hey, Kel, so you gotta get used to Walter, man. He's always been here since day one. He's a great supporter of the show. Got great knowledge
Absolutely.
too as well. So we see him down there, show him love
Yeah,
as
for
well as
sure.
Brian, because I know Walter's gonna check out my match too. And so we got sitting in like so. Walter, he's always been a fan of the show. Great person.
Mhm.
I love him a lot, as well as again Brian and the armed forces with the Air Force. Their troop,
Mhm.
they're stationed in Germany, right?
Oh,
Yeah, so yeah, imagine there's a lot of fan bases right here worldwide is listening to us. So every week we give a shout out to the military, of course, my man Walter.
can't forget Walter. Can't forget
Right,
Walter.
always. I mean, he's the man. I mean, Walter is the man. I mean, you got to remember before Gunther changed the name, what was it?
Walter.
Oh, so that's why I like him. So anyway, and last time I asked you before we do this right here, because we got to go ahead and put him in training school. We're gonna call it promo time. We're gonna
Oh,
work on it. All right. But before that, what's your knowledge of MMA and boxing? What do you kind of got going on there?
I mean, I watch it from here and here, but I'm not like into it like I am with wrestling.
No, nothing wrong with that. I would
Yeah.
just say, it's a acquired taste for some. So I would just say that like a lot of the times, um, just give it a gander when you got time. But we're gonna check out right here, Brian. He says we all voted, and we like Kev, but we want a female co-host in full wrestling gear, please. Hey, not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. That seems very interesting.
Hey, hey, again, right, we can always expand, and that's a great thought. Thank you. And
Yeah.
I'll check that out. The list.
Just add that to the list.
Hey, great idea. I thank you for that. All right. So, all right. When DC reached out to me, I was like, hey, I got an idea. Let's see if this kid could cut a good promo on me. Let's see if he cut a promo on the notorious one, the biggest one. Mama like him and all them. TKO himself. I want to see what the kid got. So I'm gonna give him a second. We can give him a solo, and let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's see what you got.
All right,
Let's-
all right. I gotta. Ooh, I was prepared for this. Um,
You got it, man. Just think about me, and then just pause, and then go from there.
oh. So let's get on the topic of TKO. TKO, such a loser. I can't stand the way he looked, the way he talked. I can't stand his gear. He's the absolute worst wrestler I've ever seen in my life. He's worse than Sin Cara. He botches and botches and botches, slipping on ropes, doing all this extra just for nothing. And all he's gonna do is lose. And I feel like I'm 20 times better because it's me. Like I have no other way of saying it. I'm Kevin, and that's it. I'm 20 times better than him, better than anybody else in the world. It's me. It's all about me, Kevin. And that's why I'm gonna become the champ. Because it's all about me.
All right, let's give him clap, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
Hey, let's get it going. All right, all right, all right. All right, I give you props. I'll give you some props on that. All right, all right, all right. So, you ready for the notes? All right, everybody. This is Wrestle School right here. You did the exact same thing I did first day of promo class when I was in training.
I think that's the same thing everybody does, probably.
Right, and it was, and I'm gonna tell you exactly where. Okay, the one thing I love to do in this show. Now, me, I stay positive as I absolutely can because icon is an acronym. Integrity can overcome negativity.
I like
There you
that. I
go.
like that. I like that.
All right, so we're gonna start off with this. We'll start off with the good, and let's go off with what we can work on. We're gonna give you a break, but every week we're gonna give you a subject. We're gonna until we nail it down, right?
Okay.
Number one, I like the energy. I like the confidence.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
those two things are the good recipe to being a great wrestler. So see where you're going at right there. You're manifesting your goal, and that's to
Yes.
achieve this title for here from me, right? Now, let's go with what you need to work with. Number one, and it's for everybody there listening when it comes to a promo. If me and you never had a no, don't even say me ever had an interaction. Number one, do not talk down on your opponent until you build them up,
Mm-hmm.
right? Here's why. When you start off by saying he ain't this, he ain't that, he ain't nothing, he's slipping off the ropes and this and that and the third. If you make the fans believe that I'm not nothing, then why would they come watch you wrestle nothing?
True. True.
You know. And so it's a good thing because I did the exact same thing. I sat out there, and mine was against Snooty Fox, right? So I was like, Snooty ain't nothing. You ain't no champ. You weak. And I was asking some choice words in there. I was cussing. And everybody was dying laughing. I was going in, right? Thought it was the greatest promo ever.
Right.
My promoter was like, yeah, he said, all right, absolutely. Number one, if you go out there and talk about the person and call him a piece of ish, then why would somebody want to pay tickets to watch you wrestle a piece of ish? I was like,
I mean, yeah, true.
right. So the way you would change that is, and this is what you would do next time when we do it, find a way to elevate the talent that you speak of, your opponent.
Yeah.
Because if you talk about that part, then it raises your where you want to go, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you a good example, right? Kev, see you there with that Evolution shirt. I'm envious of you because you enjoyed a great night, a great spectacle for WWE's women, the second ever Evolution show, all women show, from the referees to the ring announcers, all across the board. You had a phenomenal night in the hot, great city of Atlanta, Georgia. But Kevin, I tell you this much right here, my friend. Just because you got those tickets, don't think you're special. Just because you was able to afford that nice T-shirt, doesn't mean you're special. Again, my brother, it doesn't mean you're special. I would say this though: the next opportunity that I would have to be at Evolution 3, I would sit there. No, not beside you, my friend, but I'm gonna get front row seats in front of you. That shows you the difference of an MVP player when it comes down to what a person coming to the arena like me. That shows you what a real champ is, and that also shows you that I am the one they come to see when it comes to major events like that. So, my friend Kevin, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But my friend, while you sitting up there in the nosebleeds, I'm gonna be sitting right there in that front row. There you go. There you go.
That was great. That was great. That was great.
Hey,
You got
now,
me.
what do you think I could have critiqued about that? Because again, hey, everybody got opinions. I like to. I'm an open person. What do you think?
I mean, to me, that was pretty good. I don't really see nothing that was really wrong with it completely.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like better than mine, obviously. But I guess I'll give you that one. I guess I'll give you that.
No, but I appreciate it. Here's multiple ways to skin a cat. So I would suggest when you get some free time, go back and look at Roddy Piper.
Mhm.
You go back and look at different Dusty, some Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Some of the ways that again, after numerous promos they cut on each other
Mhm.
from up and down the road, they still find a way to be fresh. Like I remember one of them. We'll move on. Is one of my favorites is how Dusty Rhodes was talking about Ric Flair wearing that cashmere, and he started laughing. Oh my god! See, when you laughing about a man having a worse, not having a top designer jacket than you do.
Right.
The little mink coat you got. Like, oh man, that is dope.
It's crazy.
I'm sorry. Dusty and Ric Flair's talk game was like the best, man. Like,
Yeah, for sure. Tops.
yeah, man. Like, think about it. Dusty was a working man, but he had no shame in talking about he had a diamond encrusted Rolex.
Right? He didn't
You know
care about what he was saying about him, but as long as he got to you.
There you go. So you get the game, man. So
Yeah.
there we go, man. So I appreciate it. And hey, I bet you're starting to win some points, man. You're starting to win some points. All right. So you made it through that gauntlet. We're gonna have another challenge next week. We'll figure something out.
All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get to some combat sports news. There wasn't a lot going on, but I'm gonna try to get through it a little bit because we got a lot of WWE and some wrestling to talk about. So this past weekend in MMA, we had Derek Lewis. He put on the show with a 35-second TKO in UFC Fight Night because Derek Lewis is coming in there with a 29-12 record, knocked out my man Towson Teixeira. He's 9-1. That's his first loss now. Just 35 seconds into the heavyweight main event of UFC Fight Night on Saturday in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to Tennessee if you're out there. He dropped Teixeira with a left hook in the opening minute and followed with a right hand until referee Josh, don't even want to try to do the last name, intervened. And he extended Lewis's UFC record to, he has a knockout, career record of 16. That's very impressive. So the thing is about Teixeira, though, he's 25 years old, prospect out of Brazil, and he's going to appeal the stoppage. And he tried to, and he might have had a point. And I watched that too.
Mhm.
I would say it was a little premature. I can understand we're trying to protect people from damage, but I don't think he was that compromised that Dave Robin should have stopped it. That's just a me thing. If he's still standing up, I don't see why you're calling the fight.
I've seen that in UFC a couple of times. I'm like, why do that when they're still standing? I understand when they get to the ground and they start to go limp, but if you're still standing, why is you calling it like that? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Like a dog as a fight, like until that man, like now mind you, the punches he put on was they connected, and my man was still defending and/or trying to interact. So I don't get that. Like that. It's weird. It's like, why would you do that if people are sitting there doing multi-clinches and they trying to get to positions? Most people are knocked out inside of there and can still be up because they had a clinch. And so, like, most of the time when people doing this, that's one thing. Well, you mean to tell me standing up toe-to-toe, yeah, if he stumbled, but the man didn't fall down and, like,
I don't get it. That's one reason, because people paying all that money to see a fight and you stopping it like that, I don't feel like I wasted my money.
You're right. I mean, that's I don't know. I mean, so I would say this though, because he ate a couple of those. It was a good bunch of the combinations, but I didn't see anything that really compromised him that much that you could have just let it go another 5 to 10 seconds.
Right.
Like I don't know, but I do love me some Derek Lewis. I would say to Teixeira, man, keep your head up, pimp. That's the first loss, but hey, look at that as my first and only in this case. And also too about the fight game in UFC. One loss don't stop anything. It's not like boxing today. One loss, it doesn't mean anything. So, bro, come back stronger, keep training, and hopefully, we'll see what happens in your future. But the real question I have is real quick is, do we think, knock out our question here, do you think Derek Lewis will get a title shot before the end of his career at this point in heavyweight division? Now, I know you said, and it's okay. The thing is about the heavyweight division in UFC is not too many big names like it used to be in the past. As it is in boxing, if you're not familiar. Because, again, I'm 38. And when I grew up, boxing was probably at its peaks. It was pretty much at its peak. I grew up at the emergence of Tyson as well as the other great middleweight champions. So, like, you're looking at Sugar Shane's, Lennox Lewis's, those great champs, So for me in UFC, it used to even be in the heavyweight division. You had some highs and lows. I'm just being realistic. It started out with the heavyweight division being stacked to the gills to a point where, nothing against a lot of these people, but you had Damon Cormier was the champ, And I mean, and look, don't get me wrong, because again, you got to remember, he only really lost to John Jones, and I think one more other fight. I may be wrong. I may be, but to say like, is Damon Cormier one of the top 10, I mean top 5? Yes, in history, yes, without question. Would I put him above Stipe? Yes, I would. I think Stipe was the only one that gave him the other loss. That may be the one. But if we're talking about John Jones and Stipe, the only people you lost to, you got a pretty impressive career. But Derek Lewis is not the type that has always emerged as like say eye popping for that title shot. But with Tom Aspinall about to build his legacy in the heavyweight division, I think it'd be dope if you gave Derek Lewis a shot. I mean, it's money. I'll watch that fight.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
might as well.
Yeah, I'll take that fight any day.
I'll pay for that all the time.
I'm telling you. And then we're gonna go to boxing real quick because we got some news right here with Shakur Stevenson. He showed that the fight's in him because Shakur Stevenson promised to hold his ground and deliver an exciting performance. The only thing he wasn't able to do against William Zepeda was score a knockout. But the WBC lightweight champion put together a boxing clinic Saturday night to retain his title with unanimous decision at the Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens. And the two scorecards favored Stevenson at 18-10, 118 to 110, and one judge had it at 119 to 109. So with Shakur Stevenson, he's a lot. He will. What you would call him today is like one of your YouTube fighters or one of your top fighters, right? Yeah. Like he likes his little record. He's a very impressive young man, but he doesn't have any big time fights on his record. Like let's say if he's 30, who was to know? He's not fighting nobody worth really screaming about, you know?
Yeah.
And, even though he's a multi-champion in his division, unless you're fighting Tank, when there's really no respect to the rest of the division. Or Frank Martin. After Frank Martin gave old boy the business, gave Tank the business, why ain't he fighting him next?
True.
So that's why for me, Shakur, I'm great. I'm glad that everybody said you did good. He got popped real hard with a straight right. But we'll see. Like, impressed me. Like, I'm like Cameron Pace. Like, I'm just like them. Show me something. Like, I don't care. You can spar really nice with people.
Right.
Put power behind it. Like they said, you didn't knock him out. You got a TKO.
Yeah, it's not the same. A KO and TKO is two different things.
Absolutely. And that's why I'm like, show me a knockout. Like, I'm tired of this. And then it comes down to the fight we've been waiting on. This was the last fight of the trilogy between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. And man, these two women have been duking it out over the undisputed super lightweight championship, where Katie Taylor has a 2-0 fight lead advantage over Amanda Serrano, and she ended up winning the third because she retained it on the third fight. I would say I watched that fight back today because the two judges scored it 97-93, and the other judges decided it was a draw decision. In my opinion, I think Amanda won number 2 for sure.
Yeah, I seen number 2. She definitely did. Yeah,
she definitely won that one. I would say the third one, in my opinion, it was a draw. Like, I could not say that. No, okay. I would say, okay, and at this point right here, then you got to say Katie Taylor won. Because in my opinion, there's no draws when it comes to a champ. If you have not come there and decisively beat that champion, then you are not champ.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
You got to beat them or lose. That's the only two options for real.
Yeah. I don't like draws.
Because it makes no sense. How are you going to be that equal? How are you going to be exactly alike? It's no way you can be the exact same thing.
That's what I'm exactly.
Somebody had to do something slightly better.
Somebody had to have an edge, right? Because the fight before that, Amanda Baumgartner fight, the one before that one, go watch that fight. It was a couple good ladies fights. It was an all women fight. Well, I guess it was ladies fight for the weekend because there was nothing but women fights.
Sure.
Shout out to the women because y'all put on a spectacular event. on Netflix and Evolution. I mean,
Definitely did.
I was really blown away how they captivated my whole weekend. Really, I mean, what an amazing weekend. It was
Yeah.
ladies' night. Y'all showed up. But no, this fight was too. It was really slowed down. Like the pace wasn't like it was balls to the wall for these two women that normally in the first two they was slugging it out like it was
Mhm.
Apollo and Rocky. I mean, they were
Right.
just no blocking whatsoever. This match was more strategic, more of a championship fight,
Yeah.
um, because everybody was looking for to land the big shot. And again, I think Amanda could have got busier at times because Katie
Mhm.
fighting with her backs to the ropes. As Amanda was always pressing forward, she kept doing a good job of just staying. She'll get her shots off and move, and I think that was. And also, too, going against the southpaw, she did a real good job controlling the fight. So I get with Taylor, even though my heart was with Amanda. I don't know why, but it's something about like her story. I guess I don't know. Sometimes I'm just
That's
rooting
how
for
they
the
get you.
underdog.
That's how they get you hooked in.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, as we're gonna roll right into this part right here, which is wrestling, because that's what brings us to the business of wrestling. It's storytelling.
Yeah.
Or it
Sure.
used
For sure.
to be, used to be. But especially when it comes to WWE, because man. Now, I would say this before we get to the WWE show. Do you watch AEW?
I don't watch it as regularly anymore because I really don't have cable, so I'm not really, able to. But I do have the Instagram and stuff, and I do watch it back and see what they was doing and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so two things. Do you have HBO Max?
No.
Okay. If you got HBO Max, if you check the prices, they actually are live on HBO Max Wednesdays and whatever days. I don't know.
I
I'm
believe
not
it's
just
Saturdays
AEW, okay?
or Sunday.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max. Go check that out. I don't think it really costs that much. If you're
Mhm.
going to get that app or look at it's in the deal, but look that up. But you can watch it live or watch it back. They now actually have the library on there. Now, I'm not going to talk smack about the wrestlers,
Mhm.
performers, and how hard they work at AEW.
Yeah.
I just do not agree with the matches. I just don't.
Some of the
I
matches would be no.
I
It's
think that
all.
again, I'm not talking about the performance and the work. I just think some things is not meant to be shown on TV.
Yeah,
It,
their storytelling isn't as good as when they first started. Because when they first started, it was always a story behind it. Now I just feel like they're throwing matches together and just seeing what hits. That's it.
I never know the storytelling behind it. It was he was building like it's like they was doing too much filler in between the story. Like they'll start it
Yeah.
now, but it's like the Roman Reigns type of thing. You can't tell a story 3 to 4 years developing it if you're a new company. You need
True.
to get fast, good storylines, then one long storyline to keep people interested. But
And
you,
then you can
I
start
don't know,
doing other ones later on.
right? Like it's multiple ways. Again, it's always formulas. I just think that when you put on, say, a glorified indie promotion on TV, it's not a good look
Yeah.
because you're showing too much of where. Again, it goes back to every person does not understand what they just seen all the time. It's too
Yeah.
much action at one time, way too much. I think WWE is down there. I mean, starting to pick. They need to pick it up in the wrestling department with better matches.
They definitely do.
Come with the damn gone talking, dial it back. But I think with the wrestling, amp it up.
Mhm.
Right now, I like this transition. When it comes to amping up, make sure you guys get some of that Monster Energy drink. That's right. We are here at the Knockout Hour, our proud sponsors of that Monster Energy drink. Thank you guys for your contribution on the show. We appreciate every single time that you guys are giving us the opportunity to tell folks if you're having a great day, start it off with a good old Monster Energy drink.
Gotta love the monster. Gotta love the monster.
Hey, feed the beast, right? So it's yeah, hey, you like it, I love it, and hey, thank you, Monster, for sure. Like we really do love you guys. Thank you. And so let's get into some wrestling talk here. So we're gonna start out. Normally I do the week rundowns, but when we have pay-per-views, hey, let's change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So let's go with this. So we got the main Saturday night main event results. And what happened and went down was the first match of the evening was Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. And your winner was Drew McIntyre. Excuse me, Randy Orton. All right, I keep that streak going always on every week. Now, now my question, real quick: what do you think about Jelly Roll's involvement in anything right now with WWE?
I mean, it's bringing other viewers into it. So that's what they're doing there. But some people shouldn't be in the ring. I see over the couple of years, we had some celebrities that got in the ring was actually doing pretty good. Well, we'll see what happens with him. But him just talking, not wrestling right now, it's pretty cool. I feel like they're just trying to find something for Randy and Drew and Logan to do right now because the views is definitely down. And they just need to pick it up.
I think it's the contrary. I think they need to stop.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all got the money. Nobody stop. Stop. If you keep letting everybody wrestle, then what does it make us do special anymore?
That part.
Jelly Roll looks horrible. Like a person walking around. So don't tell me somehow you're gonna get supernatural strength from being huge as hell.
Right.
And now I'm supposed to be impressed. Like, what is he going to do to a Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul?
Like, I don't really get
Push was trash the other night. We're talking about pushing somebody. I was like, Jesus Christ, bro. And then anyway, like he throws a punch like, never mind. I'm tired of it. Like I really am. Bad Bunny was cool. I'm just tired. Stop with the celebrities. Why don't you? Hey, like Triple H, why don't you do this? Why don't you actually like write a script to put up your freaking wrestlers?
That part. You have so many people on your roster, but don't have nothing to do with them.
Absolutely. So why don't you have more time entertaining the wrestler fans before you lose those and try to start gathering people that nobody would care about?
That part.
Thank you. So, all right, so then we got the United States Championship match, which we already knew was going to happen. Your champion is still Solo Sikoa. He defeated Jimmy Uso, Big Jim, that is, when it comes to Naomi. Then you got LA Knight, versus Seth Rollins, and he defeated Seth Rollins after what people believe is an injury. Really quick, less than 30 seconds. What do you think, yay or nay?
I believe it probably is because, his knee is bad. His knees has been the hurting part of his career. That's what hurt him in his stories and everything. So I hope it's nothing too serious, but
I go with the however. We know in wrestling, man, everything is a sale.
Yeah.
If he is hurt, best wishes. We hope you get well soon. But again, I do not know. With the way I seen him land that move, he couldn't have done it more perfect. Yet, because again, I do not know, but I do believe in my mind. When it comes to us being wrestlers, everything is a sale. All right? So we'll see. We got the World Heavyweight Championship match, and it was the retirement match because we finally put the rest good old Bill Goldberg, because your winner is still World Heavyweight Champion is Gunther because of Bill Goldberg. All right. So we're going to move on. Oh, really quick, what do you think about Bill Goldberg's last match? All right.
His last match should have been a long time ago.
But what did you think about the one this past Saturday?
It was better than his last couple of matches he had. He definitely put in more work to be back in the ring. And I feel like it was pretty decent for his age to be still wrestling.
I think it was good. He never was a great wrestler to begin with. I mean, if you're looking at your whole career was built off of just doing the spear and the jackhammer, and then you knocked out my greatest favorite wrestler of all time, Bret Hart, with your silly, I want to try this tonight, not knowing how to wrestle behind. That's why I don't like Bill Goldberg like that. The man, and I think he was a pillar in the WCW towards, again, the hottest moment in their history. And also he is a great philanthropist and does a lot of good work in the city of Atlanta. So I do want to say, and Kev want to say here from the Knockout Hour, great career, man. We wish you the best in life, and enjoy this retirement. And thank you for what you contributed to the wrestling business. I would really like to thank you for that. All right, so we're gonna get to what happened last night. We only got 5 minutes, so we're gonna try to not necessarily breeze through this. However, we've been enjoying ourselves tonight. And we have to recap about some things. Again, we probably have more time next week to talk more about evolution with Kev so he can give us his more in touch experience of that evening if he'll like to reflect more. So we'll see. But we got the WWE NXT. No, the first match. I'm sorry, I didn't. I had to go back and actually just watch this 10 minutes before I came on there. It was the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match, and your winner still was Becky Lynch. I think a very impressive pin roll up that I did like a lot. In
Yeah, I
that
did
match.
too.
Yeah, it was really nice. But she beat Lyra Valkyria and Bailey. WWE's Women's Tag Team Championship match. I'm not going through all the people because it was a fatal four-way tag team matchup. With your winners being and still champions Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Excuse me, that was the third match of the evening. The second match of the evening was the WWE NXT Women's Championship match between the new Christian champion recently and still retained Jacy Jayne over Jordan Grace because Jordan Grace is actually about to go cut a movie. I already know that. That's why she runs up in it. A lot of people didn't know that. And then so also Blake, the Monroe girl, we worry about that when she actually does something because I'm tired of them just like putting somebody from NXT, I mean from AEW over here like we're supposed to care. Well,
Right.
if I'm watching it, then why do I care?
Exactly.
That's like right. I never seen Penta until I watched WWE. That's why I enjoy Penta. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to watch him go out here and do the silly stuff he was doing at AEW and then say, "Oh, we got Penta now." I don't care. Come
Yeah.
on, WWE. I don't care what you did over there.
Right.
Really don't. You know,
At all.
that's like one person I wish WWE get is or two, Powerhouse Hobbs or Wardlow. They're never gonna get
Yeah.
them. But if they did, trust me, that changes the tone instantly. They use.
They need more powerhouses anyway in the men's division.
See, Triple H's booking is like despite of Vince, because Vince like the big guys. He's
Yeah.
always so it's like Triple H books little goofy small dwarfs like Joey Gargano. He's never going to get over.
He had his time at NXT and that was it. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it anymore.
He's a career Indies guy. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you cut Cameron Grimes for Joey Gargano, because I don't think you know that, Kev. My trainer is Cameron Grimes and
Yeah.
Eric Roll. Have you ever heard of Eric Roll? He calls himself the Ace God. He wrestled down in Atlanta a lot too. But
I
don't know. You're gonna find out. But I've been trained at the CWF Mid Atlantic here in North Carolina. But Cameron Grimes could wrestle circles around Joey Gargano. You mean to tell me y'all keep pushing this little dwarf that's never gonna get over and nobody ever gonna care about? It just don't make sense. But you got people like Oba Femi, and you got the Trick Williams and all them that when they get to the main roster, Triple H is gonna kill their character. And it's
that's the one thing that we was hoping wouldn't happen when Triple H took over, but it did.
because he got his little
man was doing the same exact thing.
He got so many of these little small favorites. It irritates my soul. It's like, why even watch this anymore? It's like
That's why Johnny's right back in the tag team again.
Yeah,
went straight back to the tag team.
Who's that? You talking about the Usos?
No, DIY. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa on SmackDown.
Right. It's like, yeah, exactly. You had to put him back, and then just get Tommaso out there like he was with NXT, and put him in the Intercontinental US.
Yeah.
I don't know what they need to do with Jory. Go find something. Go figure something out. I don't know. Go play with some toys or something. But anyway, you got a couple more results. You got the WWE Women's Championship match between Tiffany Stratton, cuz that's our icon, cuz you're gonna find out about him. Love you, cuz. And then you got the WWE Women's Championship match between Tiffany Stratton, and she defends and still a champion against Tiffany Stratton, which still looks amazing. You had Jade Cargill and Naomi in a no holds barred match with Bianca Belair being special guest referee. That's a Chocolate City cocoa butter. That's right there, baby. And the winner is Jade Cargill.
I was at the show. I said, "That's Black Girl Magic right there. All black. That's it."
You talking about all the edge control?
Nails.
I'm trying to tell you. I mean, it probably smelled like heaven back there. But anyway. Your winner was Jade Cargill in an impressive performance and I'm tired of them hating on my girl. She's really good.
They
And
was
then you got
definitely moving.
the Battle Royal and a shot for the women's championship at Clash in Paris with Stephanie Valkyrie. Love that. I love her too. And then you had the WWE World Women's Championship match between um, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. You ain't got to worry about Rhea Ripley getting her win over Io because the new shit with Naomi. That's what I'm talking about. The end of the show, Naomi, a sister holding that title up in the city of Atlanta. Let's go. She is now the WWE Women's World Champion.
Yes. That one
That's
shocked me.
what I'm talking about. Shout out to Naomi. We love you, Queen. I'm so happy for her. Like our emotions was high because it's not her first time winning it, but working through all of that to get back on top of that mountain.
She had to leave the company, do what she needs to do, and come back and did what she needed to do.
Hottest deal in business by far right now. So shout out to her for all of her hard work. And that's how we're going to end our wrestling talk in our show for tonight. So we're going to wrap this mother sucker up and make sure that we get our socials out. Hey, Tiana, that's my daughter right there, everybody. Say hey, everybody. And so we're going to go ahead and get our socials out. Go ahead and get your social media out, big dog, so they know where to find you, interact with you and all that.
My social media, you can get me everywhere on X_Kev2way. And yeah.
My man. And so for me, you got your boy, TKO. You can check me out. My real name is Tater Allen Jr. on Facebook. But all the other stuff, platforms is TKO336. If you want to find me on the PSN network, on PSN network is TKO_336 if you want to get the business in college football 26. Because I just won the first little season you in there.
Yeah.
On the road to the playoffs, just won that dub championship. My record is 3 or 13-3. I'm nice with it. Oh yeah, Stone Cold, baby. But anyway, I may go live tonight because I'll be playing my cousin in a little bit tonight. So y'all may want to. Now and there, I'm going to let you know I'm playing football as a competition. So my language is not going to be very canted.
I mean, I think that's everybody.
Don't care. But anyway,
football, basketball.
Right. Absolutely. And if you want to check out some Icon Pro Wrestling, I'm going to try to get some of that uploaded again because I got that fiber internet. I'm going to be trying to fly off the shelves to get that online. But anyway, man, Kev, it's been cool kicking it with you this week, man.
Yes, it was fun. It was fun.
Awesome, man. So right now you got a couple of first of all, you got the proof from Brian. I'm pretty sure Walter likes you at this point. So you start out pretty good right now. You start out pretty good.
I appreciate it.
We'll find another challenge for you on the show next week. Just to see if you can cut the mustard. Because we're 200,000 strong, man. So these fans want to see if you got what it takes to be in here to take the punches and blows, because hey, it's all about the battle. But we got like less than 2 minutes. What would you say for everybody out there? Like, getting to know Kev, man. Like, hey, you got like a minute. Give him a solo for a second. Let him know something about you before we leave. Like, hey, end on something. Let's see what you got.
Well, obviously, I know my name is Kevin. Really, I just graduated high school. Happy about that. Living life, and one of the biggest wrestling fans out there. I can compete with anybody when it comes to talking about wrestling. So, yeah.
All right, let's do it. So we're going to start adding in more things as we go along. Thank you, Kev, for joining the show. And like I said, man, and also congratulations on graduation. That's the first step to achieving everything in life. So, hey, shout out to you, King. But this right here for everybody now. Tonight, right after this show, you got almost a minute left in the show. Make sure you go on TKO336 on YouTube. Watch my match. Leave some comments. Let's run the numbers up just like y'all doing this show. So your boy gets more looks. And at the same time, man, we got an exciting show tonight for Monday Night Raw. I say we because, as a wrestling world universe community, we got some good fun tonight, especially let's see the stories that's going to fall out from last night's performance at Evolution. Again, Naomi definitely should start out the show with holding that title. But we got a lot of good things, man, that going to definitely help them up. Love y'all. See y'all next week.
Deuces.
What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? I got a TKO on the back.
hold up. No, sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that, you gonna have to go through both. That swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got something sins in one palm of my hand. Balls are rice rigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.
What you think about KO, baby?